Earlier this year, after the CPL in September, I conducted a poll and asked if Russell should be included in the West Indies T20 international team. Over 60% of you concluded that he should be in the team. If I was to conduct that poll right now, I think that figure will go up by at least 10 to 15 percentage points. Yesterday at Kensington Oval, in the first T20 international between West Indies and England of a 5-match series, Andre Russell was the star and duly won player of the match as West Indies beat England by 4 wickets to take a 1-0 series lead. Hello everyone, welcome to the show. I'm happy to be here. I was not able to watch the match yesterday because of circumstances beyond my control. I was preoccupied in another event. Incidentally, at that event, a gentleman filled my heart with great joy. As he left the event, he said to me, "You're not leaving. I'm going home to watch you now, so you should come." And that filled my heart with great joy. So I was only able to watch the highlights in the wee hour of this morning, sometime around 4 to 4 a.m. I was happy with what I saw. Particularly in the bowling department, I was very happy with Russell and Shepherd, Hussain to a lesser extent, yes. Once again, Joseph was expensive in his opening spell, and we will have to find a way to correct that. Jason Holder was a big disappointment, but Russell and Shepherd were very good. In the batting department, Mayers, Hope, King, Russell himself, and Rovman Powell impressed. I was particularly enjoying the way that Brandon King was timing the ball. The noise that it was making as it leaves his bat was so sweet. It was indeed an enjoyable watch that highlights in the wee hour of this morning. Now, after the match, Russell spoke to the media. But before I go to what Russell said, I want to play a clip of what Basil Butcher Jr. said on Sunday when he was asked why Russell was included in the West Indies squad. This is what Basil Butcher Jr. had to say then. Listen, and then I'm going to play Russell.
In this team, more for his bowling, his death bowling, even sometimes with the new ball, because of all the bowlers on this team, Russell is more expert to me as bowling Yorkers in those situations, more efficient, right?
I don't know what happened to Basil Jr. there. He just went out like that. So Basil was saying that he believes that the reason why Russell was included in this team was more for his experience as a bowler, especially in the death overs. He also said that Russell is capable of bowling the new ball up front. Yesterday we saw where he got the breakthrough when he picked up the wicket of Saul. It was the first wicket. Then later, bowling the 19th over, he got 2 wickets in that 19th over. Why is those 2 wickets in that 19th over so important? Let's go back to the first ODI between the two teams. England were 239 for 7 in the first match. They ended making 325. So it was very important that Russell got wicket 8 and 9 yesterday, else probably the West Indies would be chasing a further 10 runs. In fact, in the second ODI, England were 116 for 4, chasing 203 to win the match. And we did not get another wicket. And even in the third one-day international, they were 171 for 9 and ended making 206 for 9. It is very important that you have that type of experience to bowl your deck over. Listen what Russell has to say on that issue.
In a first slower ball to Josh, I realized how much the ball held up in the wicket, and I tried to pass on the message as quick as possible to the other seamers, and Sheppy did it well. Azari bowled maybe 2-3 slower balls per over after that, and that's.
You heard what he said? As soon as he bowls that first slow ball to Josh Butler, he realized that the pitch was slowing up. And this is where experience is good. And I asked the question when I heard that comment, why the former captain, Jason Older, who opened the bowling, why is he not playing this leadership role in the team? The role that Russell played yesterday. And so right away, you see where Russell brings a different atmosphere, a different direction to this unit because he passed on the information right away. But someone like Jason Older is so caught up in himself that he did not pass on that information. I don't know if it was coincident or deliberate, but he did not mention Jason Older's name in that interview. He spoke about Romario Shepherd, and so it was no surprise that Shepherd went for 5.5 runs per over, while Russell went for 4.7 runs per over. It is very important, and maybe it is that type of leadership that West Indies needs out on the field to make them a better bowling unit. I conclude from that effort that probably if Russell was not playing in that match, we would be chasing far more than the 171. But after that clip, Russell also said this.
It all depends how the World Cup goes for me, to be honest. I still have a lot in the tank. But based on discussion with the coach, I told him that after World Cup, I would walk away from international cricket. But if they need me, I will come out of retirement. But that's the plan that I.
Yeah, so that's Russell's plan. And towards the end of that interview, he said that there are similar type of players like him in the West Indies squad. It goes back again to what Basil Butcher had said, that he believed that the main reason why Russell was picked in this squad or in this team is not so much for his batting, because there are players who can do that, but it is his experience at the death. And Basil Butcher was probably very, very right in saying that. Let's listen to that Basil Butcher clip again from the show on Wednesday and see how good he was.
It's more in this team, more for his bowling, his death bowling. Even sometimes with the new ball, because of all the bowlers on this team, Russell is more expert to me as bowling Yorkers in those situations, more efficient, right?
Once again, the clip cut short, right? But here was Basil. He was spot on Sunday with his analysis of why Russell was in the squad. I have to give those analysts great credit for able to see these things even before they happen. Congratulations to West Indies on going 1-up in the series. Welcome back to the party, Andre Russell, as West Indies last night beat England by 4 wickets in the first of these 5 T20 internationals. There a good score by Myers, who made 36. Brandon King made 22, 35 by Shea Hope, and 31 by Ravman Powell. Shepherd got 2 wickets. Joseph got 3. Andre Russell duly was player of the match with his 3 wickets. It is not very often, or it is usually very difficult for me to change a winning team. However, after serious consideration, I think that I would leave Jason Holder out of the match for tomorrow. Just about this time tomorrow, the first over would have already been completed in that second match. My pick is to go without Jason Holder and bring in either Matthew Ford or Ruston Chase, depending on the nature of the pitch. It was a very difficult decision to make, but when I look at all the facts and the statistics, he was the only one that dropped a catch yesterday for the West Indies from the highlights that I have seen. I wish Jason Holder well, but I don't think he should be included in the team for the second T20 internationals. Please smash a like on the video, click on that subscribe button as we pushed up to 11,000 subscribers. I'm happy that you're here, and I will now take your comment. Merrick, good afternoon, Merrick. How are you? Good to see you here. Mr. and Mistress Talawas, how are you? Is this the Talawas owner from Guyana? Good afternoon to the panel. I must say we did well up to Joseph overs. I was not really impressed with most of his deliveries. Well, he got 3 wickets, but he went for 54 runs off his 3.3 overs. So definitely he was not bowling well yesterday, and I concur with you. I considered dropping him, but when the facts maintained though that he got 3 wickets, and 3 wickets is always a good equalizer when you go for runs. But I think that while I believe that Joseph needs a rest, I will still play him. But I would not be surprised if he does not play tomorrow, but I would have him in my team. Tony, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. Joseph should not play 2020 because he's one of the best bowlers in the team. He should only play Test and ODI. You do not want to burn him out and get any injury to your main bowler. I cannot add anything to that, Tony. I think it is well said. However, the only thing that, my opinion, is for him to leave out of the ODI and play Test and T20. You think that he should play Test and ODI? No issues there. I just don't want to see him playing all 3 formats. And I've been saying that for some time now. Good comment that, Tony. Why pre? You said Windies will win the series 3-2. You're a sellout to West Indies cricket. We will win 5-0 or maybe 4-1. Okay, why pre? No problem with your opinion. No problem with your opinion, sir. What a win. Yes, Brian H. Indeed, it was a good win. And we are happy today that West Indies have won that match. Big respect, Mr. Brown. Christopher Bristol, big up yourself, sir. We missed the commentary from you yesterday. I apologize again. I was at an event and I was unable to get away from the event to reach home on time to do the second part of that match. I apologize again. Randy Beckers, indeed, it was a very, very good game. Christopher Bristol is saying, West Indies have a Titan squad. We can't be beaten at this point. Okay, Christopher Bristol, love the confidence, Christopher Bristol. When Sammy is finished coaching West Indies next 15 years, he should be chief selector. Sammy knows how to put players together. I thank you very much, Randy Beckers, and thank you for expressing your opinion. Mr. Casanova, Russell could play another World Cup after next year because players like Holder or brainless. He mentioned in his post-match interview that after the World Cup, as you heard I play the clip there, he's going to retire. But he also said if West Indies wants him, he will come out of retirement for West Indies. But he made the point that there are a lot of similar players like him in the West Indies, and he wants to give youngsters a chance. But it appears to me that Russell wants to win the World Cup next year and goes out with a bang. And if someone has that motivation, it can only spell good for West Indies cricket if Andre Russell has that motivation to want to win the World Cup. Tony, I saw your comment, but I do not think, judging from, and I only go from performance data, Tony, and I have to go with the performance data. Carty and Atanase, they did not perform that well in the CPL, and so I was not surprised that they are not included in this T20 squad. They need to show their worth in the CPL. None of those two players have any T20 contract anywhere in the world that I know of. They don't perform in the CPL. They don't have any T20 contract anywhere in the world. West Indies cannot pick players like those. West Indies has to pick players based on performance. So Brian H is saying, we had some unfortunate wickets lost. King was out on a hard hit ball. Yes, it was a long up and probably King should have hit it anywhere. But definitely he picked out the man at cover who took a good catch, diving to his left and high and plucked. I think the catch was taken by Ben Duckett. Edmire was out on a well hit ball also. Yes, and what I would say about Edmire and King is that they hit the ball in the air. If they had hit it along the ground, they would not have been out caught. So in the end, it is their fault. And Edmire must be under pressure now. If he scored a 50 in his previous match, in the fourth T20 International, he scored a 50. He never batted in the fifth match. West Indies only lost 2 wickets in that match. Well, he batted yesterday and he made only 1. He's good to go for the next 2 matches, but somehow in match 2 or 3, he needs to deliver. If he doesn't deliver, his game is going to come under serious threat. Carty on a T20 team. So Carty, Brian H is responding to Tony. What kind of track is the one in Grenada? Now, the track in Grenada, I'm not sure at this time what they're going to get. But I expect that I will more think they will be going, they'll probably be going with Ford over Chase. But I do not quite know what we should expect there. My good friend, okay, Christopher, Tony, Christopher, you and Tony. Okay, Sherwin, welcome to the show. Glad that you're here. And please remember to slash a like on the video and click on that subscribe button. Before I take your comment, Sherwin, I must repeat, the T20 World Cup that is coming up in the West Indies next year, if you want to go and see the matches, and if you are in this community and you hear and you talk cricket with me every day, you need to go and see the matches. You cannot continue to watch match from your living room when the matches are being played in the Caribbean and think that you're a cricket expert. If you're a true lover of cricket, you must go out and watch those matches and support the West Indies. But for you to go to those matches, you have to register to buy tickets. It is very, very unlikely that tickets will be sold at the match venue. I put a link in the video description. Click on that link and register to buy tickets for the 2024 T20 World Cup. I am calling for Jason Older, King Akil Hussain to be dropped. Sherwin, but you have been preaching this for the past 1 year, but no one is listening to you. But I agree with you now that Jason Older should be dropped. Z2P, I remember only of the panel was not surprised Russell was there. I like Powell and Russell celebrated their win. Serious cricketers. Thank you, S2P. And Andy Q is saying, Russell, yes, Russell, come back. Mr. and Mistress Tala, was good to have you here. Let's have some respect on the world champ. Let's have some respect on the world champ. Okay, Mr. and Mrs. Talawas. Vincent, how are you? Good to have you, Vincent. Good afternoon to you. This is the one of the strongest West Indies squad I've seen for a very long time. Good point, that Vincent. It's a very good point. And if this team can get it together, if everyone can be clicking, you won't have everyone clicking in one match. But if most of the players click from match to match, this team will be a very hard team to beat. And Russell yesterday showed you the value of experience. He showed you that he's not selfish, because I still think that Jason Holder is selfish. Why Jason Holder never passed on that information, or as someone said, is probably brainless. So those are the things that I look for, and it shows that Russell brings more than just his talent to the team, but his vast experience. I never wanted Russell in the team because of his age. I am looking for the future. He was our best player, but he will be 39 when we play the next World Cup. No, that's not true, Sherwin. What's his age now? The next World Cup is 2024. The one after that is 2026. He will be probably about 36 in 2026. So I don't know how you get 39. Even if you're going to the ODI World Cup, he will be 37 at that time. So Sherwin, please double check your facts. That's not true. And I said it many times, Sherwin, and I'm saying it again. And probably this is the last time I'm saying it. No, maybe it can't be the last time. The West Indies senior team is not about developing players. You have the academy, you have the A team, and you have the regional competitions. The West Indies senior team is about winning cricket matches. It doesn't matter if you are 1 or 99. Once you are performing better than your peers, you should be in the team. Ronaldo, please, I sent you an email. You need to answer that email for me. Afternoon, Ronaldo. You had Fletcher, the veteran, in your squad, but the big veteran turn up. Very good point. Love that comment. Yes, indeed. Ahmad Noor from Afghanistan. You miss a thoroughly entertaining game. Yes, that's what I realized, Ahmad Noor. Good afternoon to you. Everyone contributed. Even Etty, who scored just one run and had outstanding catches. His catching is the best part of his game these days. What I have to say about that, Ahmad Noor, if your priority for picking a player is not his batting or his bowling, then I think your priority would be misplaced. I'm not attacking your point. I got your point. I'm just making a general point. So my priority when I'm picking a player is either for his batting ability or his bowling ability. I cannot pick a player for what he does in the field. That is supplementary, what he does in the field, and that is what everyone should do. I agree with that. I do not have a problem with that suggestion. It looked good to see Rovman captain his idol in cricket, Russell, who is always looked up to. Well, it's good. Yes, it was good to see them, but he has captained him in the past. Who is young on that team? Who is young on that team? Well, that's a good question. Mr. Casanova, welcome to the show. Morty has to replace Holder. And if we win tomorrow, we could rest Joseph for Ford. Thank you for your suggestion. I appreciate that, Mr. Casanova. And you need to apologize to Russell. For what? For what, Dean Tomlinson? For him getting it right? I should apologize to Russell for him getting it right and coming good? Tell me, Dean Tomlinson, because he comes good and get it right, I should apologize to him? I can only apologize to Russell if I was telling a lie on Russell. And what did I say about Russell? Tell me, Dean Tomlinson, what did I say about Russell that I need to apologize for? Tell me, what did I say about Russell that I need to apologize for? I follow the stats. I go where the stats lead me. Tell me, Dean Tomlinson, what did I say about Russell that I need to apologize for? Just don't come here and say that I need to apologize to Russell, and you cannot tell me what I need to apologize for. What is your agenda? This is a West Indies fan channel, and we support all cricketers. Once they take the field to represent the West Indies, we support them. So Dean Tomlinson tells me, what do I need to apologize to Russell for? Don't just say it. People can say anything, but tell me, what do I need to apologize to Russell for? No? Is all right. For example, that just came up. Russell previous 10 innings before yesterday game for the West Indies. If I tell you that Russell previous 10 innings before yesterday game for the West Indies was 24-1-7, he did not bat in 2, 0-5-0-2-18. I should apologize for that? That's his record. That's a fact. That's his record. So tell me, Dean Tomlinson, what I should apologize for. Tell me, please. Tell me, man. You started the banter. Come, let's get on the show, Dean Tomlinson. You start the banter, man. Come now, man. Come back, Dean Tomlinson, and tell me. Yeah? You start the banter. Come. Let's see if you can handle the eating in the kitchen, Dean Tomlinson. You started it. Come, man. Come, Dean Tomlinson. Fire back your next shot. Let me fire another one. Can you start the banter? I love the banter, you know. Can you handle it, though? Come on, Dean Tomlinson, man. Kevin Joseph is saying, oh, there's been a big disappointment. The rise of a similar players like Shepherd and Ford make him redundant. Kevin Joseph is also very selfish from what I see yesterday. I was happy when Russell came back. This is the influence of Sammy, not Desmond. Thank you, Ian. Thank you for being here. Ian, how is Sheldon? I haven't seen him for a long while. That is true. Give credit. All that did bowl well in the CPL. I think that he was probably the third or fourth leading wicket taker in the CPL. So that he did bowl well. I doubt anyone will be dropped for the second match. All right, Michael Douglas, no issue with your opinion. As I said, it's always very difficult to make changes when you have a winning team, but I just think that we need to get drop older. So thank you for your comment. Was just underdone first game, Seedmore. When you apologize to Russell, I will give you a like or a thumbs up. No, man, that's okay, Dean Tomlinson. You need to tell me what I need to apologize for. Tell me what I need to apologize for. Why Barbados got more England fans in there for a T20 team? But John Douglas, we don't have any control over this. And this is why I'm telling you that we need to register now. And the link is in the video description. Just click on more and scroll down and you will see the link. Register so that you can buy tickets for the T20 World Cup. For when the English fans, they register and buy out the tickets. When the Australian fans and the Indian fans, they register and buy out the tickets. And when these grounds are filled with non-West Indian, we cannot complain. So please, I am asking you, click on the link, register, and so that you can get tickets to buy when that time come around. John Douglas, can we rest Alzari and give Ford a shot for the next game? Well, as I said, I wouldn't do that. But if they do, I would not be surprised and I would have no complaint. Arjun, don't forget the big test series against Australia in the name of T20 series. England announced squad for India test series 5 months before, but West Indies hasn't. Cedar Bryall will announce 1 day before. So Arjun there, not very happy with the administration of West Indies. Well, Russ is now 35. So at the next World Cup, he'll be 36. So probably Sherwin, he's 35 now. So at the next World Cup, he will be 36. He will be 36 in April. Okay, good. Look at Australia. Those players are in their mid-30s, and we want to throw away Russell for who? Who is better than Russell? His performance, he duly won the man of the match yesterday, and that was very, very good. I'm looking for a series win too. Me too. Original Sammy saying, our bowler need to be ruthless as at the ending. And that's what happened yesterday with the inclusion of Andre Russell in the team. That's what happened yesterday. You need some experienced players in the team that have experience to share with your younger players in the team. Johnny Ferreira, we had that yesterday. I said if Russell was not in this team, we probably would have been chasing at least 10 more runs than what we chased. Because England still have 3 deliveries to go, and he kept on picking up wickets. So it was his experience. And you heard in that clip that I played from his interview, he was the one who went to the bowlers and tell them that they need to go into the pitch and start bowling some slow ball. And the former captain was on the field and he said nothing like that. St. Helen, how you doing? Good day, all good. Good win for us. Solid team. We can't talk too much about replacement. Let's support the team. Etty needs a batting wake up. He needed. Yes, as I have said, in the fourth T20 against India, he scored an half century, never backed in the 5th one, and now he got a 1 in yesterday match. I'm giving him 2 more matches, and he needs to come good in one of those 2 matches, else he will be on a trouble. Caesar greetings to the Cricket Forum. Why all of a sudden age has become a factor? Garfield Malcolm, what a well-said statement. Why? If you're 1 or you're 99, if you're performing better than the rest, you should play. Well said, Garfield, well said. Experience is something that accompanies age, as long as a player is performing. Original Sammy, Ruston Chase dropped. Yes, he was dropped from this match. He was dropped from this match. You say he should not be picked. So that's my opinion. So why do I need to apologize? Why do I need to apologize if I said Russell should not be picked? So, Dean Tomlinson, now let me ask you a question. So, every time you pick a West Indies team, because we as cricket fans, we do it. We do it. We do it. We pick our team. It's something that we do. So, when you pick a team and one of the players that you didn't pick was included in the team, do you apologize to that player? Do you apologize to that player who you don't pick in your 11? Come on, man. Come on, man. You're barking down the wrong tree, man. Come on, man. Wrong tree. Good, Mr. Brown. Don't allow anyone to draw you out. Okay, thank you. That's right, Michael Davis. I think he's talking because you never had him in your squad. You know, but we do that, and that's the point I'm making, Michael Davis. We will never have everyone in our squad. It's the same way that the other word that they used to use, that I don't accept it anymore here. Because if you don't pick a player, it doesn't mean that you have anything against the player. Dean Tomlinson is behaving like he always picked the correct 11. He's there. Pick the best players. Bravo is Russell. What about his bowling? Well, you know that in the last World Cup match that Russell played for the West Indies, he bowled 2 overs and went for 25 runs. Dean Tomlinson, you can't manage it. You can't manage the banter. We got so much flexibility that even Russell can open the batting and slid down. Dean Tomlinson, welcome to the show today. We're glad that we have you here, but there's nothing to apologize for, Dean Tomlinson. Anytime you want me to apologize for not picking somebody in the team, Dean Tomlinson, you have to convince. Okay, Dean Tomlinson, pick your squad for Australia. Then tomorrow, during the watch along, I want you to pick your squad for Australia. Pick it. Join me here tomorrow, just about the same time at around 12:15, as we do the watch along for the second T20 International, live from Russell Windsor Park in Dominica. Join me then. Please touch a like on the video and click on the subscribe button. See you in another 24 hours or so. Have a great day now. Take care of yourself and your loved ones.